Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. As we wait for the lacquer on our ES335 build from Solo Guitars to dry enough so that we can polish it and then put it together, I figured this might be a good time to show you the, well, tons of new stuff that I got from Solo. So as you guys know, I've got a ton of stuff that I've ordered from Solo over the years, including a bunch of guitar kits, most of my luthier tools, yeah, tons of stuff. I've worked with them quite a bit at this point. I've done some demos for them. They've sponsored some giveaways, and I finally went and took a look through their website again, because I've done that many times and gone, oh, I need that, and that. I got to order a few things. So I went back, and they've got a ton of new stuff, including some awesome blades, rotor bits. The place is getting crazy. They've got pretty much everything you need now. Finishes, the works. So again, as we wait for the ES335 to dry so that we can take the next steps on it, because I didn't film it far enough ahead to be able to present it in real time, sorry. Let's do an unboxing and see what we've got here. That was a weird lead up. I'm gonna get a knife. Okay, in my usual style, we're just gonna go at it live here and then we'll talk about some of the stuff that we've received. I might get a couple things wrong and correct myself in the comments later. Who knows? All in good fun though, regardless. Let's see what we've got. And then I'll give you a closer look at some of this stuff kind of closer to the end of the video. Maybe do a little B-roll depending on what we're looking at. I ordered this stuff a little while ago. Not long, a little while. And I can't really remember what all of it is. So let's take a look. So first off, I know what this is. Solo, the guys who run it have started either making or whatever, carrying these new blades. P-E-Z-A, Peza, whatever the case may be. They've got these new blades, and I've heard just incredible things about these. So I'm really excited to give them a try. I ordered a 12-inch for my miter saw, and I think a 10-inch. There should be a 10-inch in here for my table saw that I'm getting moved into my home shop soon. If not, I can use it in the one in the shop. I'm no expert on saw blades. This is, ow, bloody sharp. No expert on saw blades, but these do look awesome. You can see how many teeth this one has. It's for a real smooth cut. They're kind of alternating angles on the way through. Maybe somebody in the comments below can tell me what they know about these, but all I can really say is I've heard fantastic things about them. They are not cheap. They're very nice blades. And I'm very excited to use them because I think they're going to make quick work of anything that I need to cut, and they are going to do it very smoothly. Up until that time, I'm going to keep them in these boxes because I don't want to screw them up. So I'll put that one to the side, and then it seems rather obvious to me that this is the 10-inch. I kind of, you know what, I said, no, sorry, got my knife here. I told the guys it's Solo, look, here's what I do. I can tell you which blades I think I might like, but maybe you can give me a recommendation. So you can see the difference here. These are the ones that they recommended for what I do. See the difference here? This guy's got these gigantic teeth that are much further apart. They're a completely different shape. Like some of them are flat, some of them are not. This looks like it's going to rip through things insanely quickly, whereas the other one looks like it's designed for very, very smooth crosscuts. So we'll test those out in the coming weeks or months here. We'll get a couple videos involving these blades, and we'll see how they perform. There's a ton of other stuff in here. All right, that's an easy one. Paper. I think I ordered like sharpening stones and stuff. I'm so excited to take a look at this. I'll have to do maybe a sharpening stone comparison because I've got a bunch of different kinds at this point. It's a good thing I bought this bench so that I'll have somewhere to put all this stuff. Oh, these are shims, neck shims. So this is actually, there's more to say about this than one would think. These are just little neck shims. They're to change neck angle. I learned from Mike at ASA Guitars. If you're not familiar with ASA Guitars, they're a relatively new company, but they've got some really cool stuff going on. I'm really excited. I'm going to be working with them on some guards and stuff. Check out ASA Guitars on Instagram if you're not familiar. Anyway, he taught me some things about neck shims, and I'm probably going to have to do a tutorial video or two about them, but a lot more useful than I thought. Like there's there's some stuff to know about how to use neck shims in like just your typical builds that I never really thought of. And now I'm going to show you guys. What is this? If I lose a thumb during this video, I'm not going to edit it out, so consider yourselves warned. You guys want to watch 20 minutes of me trying to pull the wrapping off of stuff? Oh boy. Okay, these are parts. These are parts for something. I'm not going to show you those in any detail until I actually get to the item, which will be this big one. So I'm going to save that for the moment. We'll get to that. Try not to chop into anything. Oh, awesome. Right. Okay. So this, there's some information about this as well. This is obviously a neck rest for when you're working on the neck of your guitar. Okay, and balance that precariously there. I have this other one, that's Solo brand. I have this other one, this Hosco brand one, which is great because it changes angle. So it's wonderful if you want to either put it on here or just put this on the table to hold your neck while it's attached to the guitar, right? So the guitar can be on the bass and then sits on this thing at an angle, and that's nice and sturdy. But if you want to work on just the neck, this is not the play. This is not the choice for you because it rocks around when you're trying to work on it. So it's completely useless for that, basically. So this new tool, this new neck rest, is what I'm going to use for that. It's going to hold the neck nice and stable and sturdy when it's just a neck. For like a bolt-on neck, just put it on here, then I can work away on it. Perfect. That looks beautiful. Very excited to do some more neck work, which is actually something I've started to enjoy after doing it for so many years. I hated it at first. This is fun. It's kind of like a surprise every time. There's so much stuff here. What is this? Okay, so here's another thing. So like I said earlier, Solo has started with the saw blades. They're not cheap, but they're good. Okay, they're really good quality. Peza Tools also makes these carbide tipped rotor bits. It's the second thing that they've added from Peza that's like really good quality, not inexpensive, but worth it, I think. So this is a small trim bit, so I can use that. I wanted one that wasn't very deep, so I can make shallow cuts when I'm putting in new pickup cavities. So that's going to be high on my list. I've actually got a project, a commission job that I need to do, one of my very final commission jobs because I'm not taking any more, but where I need to put in some cavities. This should also be, we should have a few rotor bits here. I'm not going to take the wax covers off them just yet, but I will be doing that soon. But yeah, so that's a trim bit that with a bearing on it, to follow a template and not have to cut too much at once, and you don't need a stupid thick template for it. This is a flush trim bit. Okay, but oh man, that looks beautiful. Oh, that's wildly sharp too. Flush trim bit, but it's also got a smaller bearing, so you can use it to put a channel in for like binding and stuff too. So a versatile little option there. I'm gonna need to create some more bit storage. Might actually have to just get a rotor table and create some storage in there, or make another one. I don't really like mine. Oh, yes, this is a pricey unit, this guy. So you need a 1/2 inch shank rotor to use this particular model. I don't know if this one comes in a 1/4 inch, but you need a big powerful rotor for it anyway, because it's going to take a fair bit of wood at a time. Look at that monster. That is so cool. Yep, going to be able to put a pretty solid round over in something using that. That's a 1 1/4 inch diameter. Peza Tools, folks. Check out Solo Music Gear or sologuitars.com for that. This would be the time, I guess, for me to mention it. I should have said this earlier, but hey, whatever. I do have an affiliate link to Solo Music Gear, which is the same as Solo Guitars. It's in the description, and if you happen to buy something through there, it really helps me out. So feel free to do that. Helps me keep doing stuff like this. I want to do some more artistic carving, some power carving type stuff. So that's why I ordered this guy. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do something like templated with it, but I'll figure something out to put some cool channels into a guitar top one of these days. It might be a little while before I'm able to get around to it, but that's going to be really fun for that. And I think this is probably the last router bit. I got one that's on back order, I think, coming at some point here. Like I said, I ordered a ton of stuff. Oh, this isn't a rotor bit. What is this? Oh, yep. Hosco grew bars. So these are for protecting your guitar when you're doing your, and setting your height when you're doing guitar nut filing. So we'll do a tutorial with those. There are other ways to handle it, but these just make it much easier. So these are going in my guitar setup kit, my fretwork kit. I've got a whole small toolbox to set out for that. I think the rest of this might be largely sharpening stones, and I ordered a bunch of sharpening stones so that I can do some comparisons and stuff. And you gotta sharpen stuff once in a while. I got a lot of chisels in here, so it's important to keep my plane blades and my chisels in good condition. Keep them sharpened. If you are like I'll do a comparison, but if you're looking for a real sharpening tutorial, it's gonna be funny when this isn't that. Oh yeah, here we go. Ceramic stone, 1200 grit. These will last a very long time. These ceramic ones, they're really good. But yeah, my point being, if you're looking for a really nice tutorial on sharpening, you check out Ben Crow's Sharpening Masterclass. He's got a bunch of sharpening tutorials. I find some of those water stones tend to gouge up, and that's kind of why I wanted to make the transition to these. I like diamond stones too, but I wanted to make the transition to these ceramic stones. And you can see that this guy is huge, super deep, really heavy. Because it's so deep, like you take off a little bit as you work with them. Not so much with these ceramic ones, but a little bit nonetheless. So these really deep ones will last like forever. This'll last for as long as I'm sharpening tools, I think. I did ask for a couple different kinds. Again, this way I can do a comparison as well. But I can't really remember what I ordered, so let's take a look at the rest of these. And in the interim, or not in the interim, but afterward, will get checked for Alzheimer's. Because I don't remember what I asked for. I think there are a couple different kinds. Okay, yeah, definitely. So that last one was a whetstone, ceramic whetstone, but a whetstone nonetheless. These guys are the Cerax, super high grade ceramic whetstones. They are thinner, and they come in these fancy cases. Should I open this up right now? No, I don't think so. So we've got 1000 grit, 6000 grit. We'll test these out as well. These will take a very long time to wear down. Okay, so I can use these frequently. You still use them as a whetstone, but they're not soft like a normal whetstone. So they'll last a very long time. Let me see. Try not to confuse myself here. I'm going back and forth between two different types. So let's take a look. I think this is going to be the S-Plex Deluxe kind again, as opposed to the Cerax. Yeah. So we'll do a tutorial. Not a tutorial. We'll do a comparison between these as well. So this is the S-Plex again. This is 800. So I've got 800 and 1200 of that, 1000 grit and 6000 grit of the Cerax so far. I'll let you know which one I think is better. The Cerax are much thinner, so they don't take as much space. I think that's because they don't wear down as fast. So this should be more of the Cerax. And this is 1000 grit and 3000 grit. I can work my way through the grits there. Oh, how many of these things did I order? Won't have to worry about not having the ability to sharpen stuff anymore. This will be good though. I've got those hollow ground chisels from Solo that are wildly sharp, but I think mine needed a little touch up. 800 and 320, that's in case you do some damage to your blades. If you keep them sharp, you shouldn't have to use those too often, but I've got a couple items, namely my friend's tools, that I said I would try and help them sharpen one of these days because some of my friends aren't very careful. A couple kitchen knives too. And finally, one more set of the Seracs 1500 and 280 grit. So this combo is for, for a little bit more aggressive item. 280 grit is not fine, but you can take out dents and stuff with it. Sometimes, like if you're chiseling and you hit a nail and you screw up your blade, start with your 280 grit, get it back in better condition and work your way up. And I like to work all the way up to the 6000. Okay, now for one last big item, and I think that's it. It really should be. For a final piece here, I hope. Yep, I'm already having trouble remembering what all I ordered, so this better be it. Hopefully that's how that's supposed to go. We'll see. I've already done kind of a little comparison of how a couple similar items work, but now I will have pretty much every viable option for this. So basically we're going to explore a couple different versions of this so that people can tell what they need, and that will largely depend on how many guitars, how many necks they're doing, because this is a fret press. And this is the item that I said I had some parts come in for. So this is a solo fret press. It's for the obvious. Solo guitars, fret press for pushing your frets in. It's a nice heavy unit. Comes with everything you would think you would need. So a fret call that goes into here. And yeah, the items to adjust it. So yeah, fret press, so that I can press frets into the neck. We'll explore how to use this in an upcoming video. And like I said, we have some other options. I have a clamp system, a tap-in system, and we've got just a normal fret hammer. So we'll explore which option is going to work best. All right, guys, well, I've got some stuff to put away now, apparently. That's it for today's video. Obviously, I'm very excited to try all this stuff out. Let me know in the comment section below which thing you're most excited to see. What of these tools? Is it the press? Are we talking sharpening? This insane rotor bit? What are you most excited to see me try out? Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. I appreciate it. And remember to subscribe so you can see how all this stuff works. Thanks again. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.